Welcome to Monday Night Raw. It's me, your Grecian Crusader, your Macedonian Persuader, and the ladies know me as the Panty Invader, the Neek. And tonight I'm gonna be tagging up with the spectacular Mr. Perfect to take on some piece of garbage from Chicago who's disrespecting the European Championship, and Perk Angle, who's disrespecting the IC Championship. Well, guess what, Perk? Guess what I see? I see what I want, and I'm gonna take it. But tonight, in that ring, me and Mr. Perfect are gonna slap you two fools around on the way to taking that gold away. Guess what? It's mine, and I'm gonna take it. See you in the ring, Perk.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Sacramento for Monday Night Raw. You just heard it from Neekotronus. Of course, as always, I am Tony Styles, your master of ceremonies, your Stone Master General, bringing you all the information you need to know about LSWA. We got plenty of action here on Monday Night Raw, starting with tag team competition. Neekotronus teaming up with Kurt Angle to take on current champions CM Punk and Kurt Angle, of course, your European and Intercontinental Champions. Right now, we're about to take you to the ring and get that match started. Let's go to reaction. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here, and here we go right out of the box. The cult of personality, CM Punk, the European champion, coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, we're getting a little treat, if you will, a preview of Backlash. CM Punk and Kurt Hennig can engage in one-on-one competition for the European Championship, while Neekotronus and Kurt Angle will take each other on for the Intercontinental title. But right now, we're going to get some tag team action here on Raw to start off the night. As always, we appreciate you for being here on the members only. Certain guys got to have their music. CM Punk, one of those guys. And right now, carrying the European Championship proudly,
weighing in at 218 pounds, the WWE
CM Punk
European Champion
came back recently for some mixed reviews. Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart embracing CM Punk, while Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock not too impressed. Tomebone right there lurking in the woods. We all know how Tomebone feels about everybody. He ain't too happy, he ain't too fond about CM Punk's return. But right now, CM Punk is focused on adding a little bit of prestige to the European Championship. He's done just that, recently beating William Regal to become the European Champion not too long ago. So right now, his title reign is in its infancy, and he's got a tall task ahead of him in Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight he gets to team up with the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. And they get to feel out their opponents before Backlash here. Speak of the devil, here comes Kurt Angle. The three eyes, intelligence, integrity, and intensity. Kurt Angle's here, ladies and gentlemen, ready to go. Again, want to thank Innis for the theme songs of our favorite legends. Thank you so much.
237 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion.
Of course, if you're not familiar with Kurt Angle's work right now, this is circa 2003 Kurt Angle, when he was literally unstoppable on SmackDown. Decided to get immortalized here at the LSWA. Took that forever young shot in the ass. And Kurt Angle is here with us on the LSWA. Kurt Angle proudly rocking the Intercontinental Championship. beating Chris Jericho quite a few months ago and then defending it at WrestleMania against Chris Jericho and winning, retaining his title. Now he's got a task in front of him in the form of Neekotronus, who's been on a hot streak as of late. And here we go. Speak of Neekotronus. Neekotronus recently beaten up on Lunchbox Killer, kind of earning his spot here to become the #1 contender for the IC title. And since he's become the Intercontinental #1 contender for the IC title, he's been a real kind of a douchey, if you will. Talking a lot of smack. You heard him at the beginning of the show, calling Kurt Angle Perk Angle. We all know Kurt Angle has had some problems with pill addiction. That's no laughing matter. We don't joke about that at all, the LSWA, but Neekotronus may be making a little too many jokes at Kurt Angle's expense, and that might cost him here tonight. And Neekotronus, this crowd letting him know how they feel about him, saying, "You suck," and really giving it to Neekotronus after that promo before the show started. Neekotronus really has absolutely no respect for the likes of the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Hennig, which is shocking us. And here we go, as I said before, beautiful theme song supplied to us by One Innis. You head over to his Instagram and YouTube, please. His link will be in the description below. Thank you guys so much for being a member. You're catching the storyline-based programming here for members only. Right now it's Monday Night Raw. Of course, Monday Night Raw and Nitro both drop on Mondays. And SmackDown and Thunder will, of course, be dropping on Friday nights. And, of course, you get the public live. MBW, Jesus, went old school there. LSWA's Saturday evening slam. Where the lines are blurred, there is no brand loyalty, and there is absolute bedlam at the Gimmick Factory. But that's then, this is now. We're going to take a commercial break, and we come back. We're going to have fantastic tag team action here on Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw continues next. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on Monday Night Raw. The match about to start. Neekotronus, Kurt Hennig versus CM Punk and Kurt Angle. I mean, whoa, beautiful maneuver by Neekotronus. Fancy footwork by the #1 contender. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for joining us here on Monday Night Raw to start out the show. What a fantastic tag team match. Beautiful maneuver by Neekotronus, putting CM Punk down immediately and tagging in Kurt Hennig. Neekotronus and Kurt Hennig now become quite the friends. Now CM Punk now finally getting a little bit of an advantage here, but Kurt Hennig cutting them off right off at the tracks here. And now going to the top rope, Kurt Hennig, very athletic, very gifted, beautiful splash, but misses it. CM Punk kind of telegraphed it and quickly just shuffled out of the way. And now CM Punk reversing on Kurt Hennig. Kurt Hennig now drives CM Punk into the corner there, but CM Punk fighting back here. Punk, beautiful float over, neck breaker by the champ. Kurt Hennig in some trouble here. This, of course, a preview of Backlash. Kurt Hennig will be taking on CM Punk for the European Championship. And now Kurt Hennig really working over the champion, trying to soften him up before they get to the big-time pay-per-view. Of course, Backlash and Slamboree will both be live via the members only on Legend Series right here. You'll see fantastic action like CM Punk and Kurt Hennig, and of course Kurt Angle taking on Neekotronus. And Bret the Hitman Hart will defend his WWF title against Shawn Michaels. That and much more to come at Backlash, but right now, this opening contest is fantastic. Fantastic back and forth between both teams right now. CM Punk and Hennig going blow for blow here. And now Punk calling his shot, telling Hennig to get up, and Hennig now trying to make a tag. Hennig now fighting back here on CM Punk. Hennig now going for a big time slam here. Look at him dropping into the corner, little snake eyes. Fantastic maneuver by one Mr. Perfect. And now tagging in Neekotronus. That's like, oh, Kurt Hennig now gets, Kurt Angle's in the ring now. Here we go, Nico and Kurt. This time it's all beautiful maneuvers here. Neekotronus staying on top of the Olympic gold medalist. But Kurt Angle, too much for Neekotronus right now, trying to choke him out. He's trying to choke out Neek. But Neek now maybe too strong for Kurt Hennig. Neekotronus, 6'4", 250 plus pounds of twisted metal and sex appeal, as he calls himself. Coming in hot here, trying to move within the ranks of the WWE, trying to become the Intercontinental Champion. And now really working over Kurt Angle right now. Neekotronus, the educated feet. Hits Kurt Angle right in the back now. He's working over Angle. Neek now going to the top rope here. Neek, beautiful elbow drop off the top by Neekotronus. And in comes CM Punk smartly breaking it up. Fantastic opening competition here for Monday Night Raw. We appreciate you all for hanging out with us on the Legend Series members only. Again, this is the only place you can find this storyline-based program, and we appreciate you. As Neekotronus and Kurt Angle now take their problems to the outside, and Neekotronus tosses him into the stairs. And now Nico working over Kurt Angle some as the ref makes the count. Nico gonna break it up. Nico yelling at the ref now, placating to this audience. This walk away. Look at that beautiful maneuver, but he misses it. Kurt Angle quietly sidesteps Neekotronus as Nico breaks the count up inadvertently. And now Kurt Angle gonna walk Neekotronus back into the ring and toss him into the ring. That might have cost Neekotronus big time. And now Angle on the offensive. Gonna attack Nico, stay on top of him. Smartly. Really not gonna walk over the big fella here. Nico, obviously the biggest man in the match right now. Look at this beautiful reversal now by Neekotronus. Has an amateur wrestling background, does Neekotronus. From the University of Michigan amateur wrestling team, obviously All-American, this young man. Wait a minute, here comes CM Punk now. CM Punk experience over the athleticism of Neekotronus as he drops him with a beautiful drop kick while he wasn't looking. And now Punk gonna work over some extremities here, work over the legs and arms of Neekotronus. A beautiful super kick by Neekotronus. Might have given him the advantage they need here. Now he's working over the European champion CM Punk here. Beautiful maneuvers by Neekotronus. Let me tell you something. Neekotronus is really showing this Raw audience something here. And even Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, of course, right now has a front row seat to the offensive barrage of Neekotronus as Nico now takes a breather. Well, CM, but wait a minute, beautiful maneuver. Didn't get it the first time, but hits it the second time. Tope Suicida. Does Neekotronus lands it perfectly, taking CM Punk completely out here. As the ref makes his count now, and he tosses CM Punk into the turnbuckle, into the post there, breaking, messing up the screen there. The ref now checking on CM Punk as Neekotronus talks a little bit of smack. Nico doesn't really care if he gets a count-out victory. But CM Punk now answering to the 7 count here. And beautiful CM Punk now dropping him into Sambo Simplex. Into and out into the Anaconda Vices. Nico going to tap now. But Kurt Hennig trying to break it up. And Kurt Hennig just breaks it up there by stomping out CM Punk. Punk now going to make a tag to his tag team partner, the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. As Nico trying to crawl over to Kurt Hennig. But wait a minute, beautiful monkey flip by Kurt Angle. Over for a cover here on Nico. 1, 2, And Neekotronus kicks out again. Fantastic opening contest here to start off Monday Night Raw. We appreciate you all for being here. And now Kurt Angle locking in a beautiful head scissor over on Nico, but Nico now going to reverse out of it. Neekotronus now. Beautiful maneuver by Knee, dropping Kurt Angle, and now he's waiting for him to get up here. Wait a minute now, Nico going to go for that Razor's Edge maneuver here. He might go for it all. He's going to drop Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, wait a minute, fighting out of it. Beautiful neckbreaker reversal by Kurt Angle. And now Angle going to the top rope while Lee tries to crawl to his tag team partner. He's going to try to crawl and make that tag. Kurt Angle went for it all and missed. And now Lee gets the tag to Kurt Hennig. And now Hennig and Angle both in the ring. A dream match, if you ask me right now. Between these two men right now, Angle and Hennig now. Angle going for what looks like a powerbomb. Beautiful sit-out powerbomb by Kurt Angle. And now Kurt Angle might be making the tag to CM Punk. And now Nico slides in the ring here, but wait a minute. Hennig tells him to get right out. Beautiful float over neckbreaker by Mr. Perfect. Dropping CM Punk, and now tosses CM Punk into the corner. Wait a minute, we're going to get some tag team action here from Neekotronus and Mr. Perfect now finally working together as a team. And now CM Punk, beautiful power slam there, knocking down Neekotronus a peg or two as he walks over and tags in the fresher of the two, Kurt Angle. And now Angle walking over methodically to Neekotronus as Nico now reverses, and Nico playing a little bit of possum now. He's going to go for that Razor's Edge maneuver again here. He might land it this time. He might land it. He does. He just dropped Kurt Angle right on his dome. This could do it right here. 1, 2, and Punk just breaks up the count. That could have done it right there for Kurt Angle. If this was the one-on-one competition right there, I have to believe that this would be it for right now. Now Nico just saying, hey, you want some, come get some. Now Hennig. Hennig now getting back in the ring, and he's going to start stomping out and goes for a recover smartly. 1, 2, and Kurt Angle kicks out. Hennig can't believe it after that Razor's Edge maneuver. Dropping Hennig on Angle on his head. And now working over that head of Kurt Angle right now, putting him in a sleeper hold, trying to take out the windpipe, trying to choke him out completely. But wait a minute now, Angle fighting back here. Angle now going to fight back with some back elbows to Hennig's mouth. And Kurt Angle now gets blocked here. Hennig, beautiful reversal by Kurt Hennig, beautiful neck breaker. Hennig definitely now in full control of Kurt Angle. But wait a minute, Kurt Angle reverses into the corner there. Hennig now, beautiful reversal of his own, dropping Angle into the no man's land, into his own corner here. And now Kurt Hennig placating here. Maybe taking a little too much time, and that's exactly what happened. He gave Kurt Angle too much time. And now Angle might be going for that ankle lock. Kurt Angle's got him in the ankle lock. He's got him in that ankle lock. Is Kurt Hennig going to tap out? No, Kurt Hennig flips over and kicks Hennig right in the face. And now Hennig, wait a minute now, Hennig going for something now, wait a minute, Kurt Angle reverses, beautiful layout, DDT by Kurt Angle, I'm sorry. Tags in now CM Punk. This is a fantastic opening tag team match to start off Raw. We appreciate you all for being here as the ref starts to count out Kurt Hennig. And now CM Punk breaks up the count, doesn't want to win that way, as Hennig tosses him back into the ring and follows suit. And now Hennig is here. Hennig's going for the perfect plex. Hennig goes for that perfect plex and lays it. He locks it in tight. 1, 2, and Kurt Angle just breaking it up. Hennig would have had that one. I firmly believe that. Now Hennig in anger yelling at Kurt Angle as he drops the strap here and goes for the beautiful float over neck breaker. Oh, it's a CM Punk. And now wait a minute, CM Punk fighting back here. All 4 of these men, you got to tip your cap to. These guys have quite the motor on them. 1. And Hennig now kicks out. As I said before, CM Punk trying to restore some prestige to the European Championship after he won it from that dirty round scoundrel, William Regal. And here we go, Kurt Angle now back in the ring, working over. Wait a minute, Angle slam. Kurt Angle just dropped. Kurt Hennig in the Angle slam, and now Angle dropping the straps here in fury. Angle might be going for that ankle lock, and if he locks that ankle lock, I don't think Kurt Hennig's going to be able to wiggle out of it this time. And wait a minute now, Kurt Angle going for that ankle lock. He's got that ankle lock locked in tight. He's got it cinched in. And Kurt Hennig's got nothing to do but tap Kurt Angle. And CM Punk are your winners. Let's see some of the action here, the replays. Neekotronus really showing us a lot here. Very impressive showing from Neekotronus. But even Kurt Hennig had plenty of opportunities to put these guys away. But just a showboat. And here you go, the angle slam followed by the ankle lock, completely shutting down Kurt Hennig. And your winners, CM Punk and Kurt Angle, the champions, successful here on Raw to open up the show. We appreciate you all for being here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Innis, for supplying Kurt Angle's theme song. We love it. But as I said before, we got plenty of action still to come. Hardy Bucco versus Brandon Matthews. Origen will debut. Brooks Jensen will take on a debuting Bourbon McJack. And Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin will take on Shawn Michaels and Tone Bone. But we'll be right back.
Jeopardy steps into the ring, his heart is racing, feels the sting with every cheer. He's not alone, he knows the fight is all his own. He'll rise above, he won't back down. A warrior spirit claim the crown. With fists up here, he'll on the night through every stony fight. His white, the cloudy nights of voices now, he fights a glory, makes him proud.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. And right there, you're hearing it. We're hearing it. Pantera's walk. You know what that means. The whole effing show. Rob Van Dam, Mr. Monday Night, has entered the arena.
Making his way to the ring.
As we said before, Rob Van Dam will be taking on Jay Gonzo, who as of late has gone on to a quest of respect from all the legends here at the WWF. And I mean, let's hope that he can get the respect, no pun intended, of one Rob Van Dam the whole effing show. Rob Van Dam said, you want respect? Hell, it's in my theme song. Let's go do it. On Monday Night Raw, Jay Gonzo said, hey, it's an opportunity of a lifetime, and you bet your ass I will be there at Raw. Now, as you know, Jay Gonzo losing to William Regal and The Rock, but both men really, at the end of it, showing their true respect for Jay Gonzo, who literally pushed last week The Rock to his absolute limit, even busting The Rock wide open. But now he's going to take on Mr. Monday Night Rob Van Dam. And here we go, Jay Gonzo about to enter the arena and go one-on-one with Rob Van Dam. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just one of many great matches we have tonight on Monday Night Raw. We appreciate you all for being here, being a member of the Legend Series Alliance, or the Legend Series Clique. We appreciate you. Jay Gonzo rocking a pre-roll shirt. Of course, a member of the pre-roll army, the pre-roll clique. He's got a lot to prove here tonight. And he wants to prove to the LSWA locker room that he can hang with the legends of LSWA. And so far has been impressive against his outings against William Regal and The Rock. Can he do 3 times? And will 3 times be a charm? Can he get a victory over Mr. Monday Night right here tonight on Raw? I'll tell you what, this young commentator is pulling for one Jay Gonzo. And speaking of the pre-roll, tonight's match between Rob Van Dam and Jay Gonzo is brought to you by Talking Figures. Tony, of course, always interviews the greats. And then, of course, the pre-roll. If you want to hang out and have a good time, go hang out with the pre-roll crew on Fridays. But right now, this is Monday night, and we're on Raw. And Rob Van Dam with a beautiful spinning kick right to Jay Gonzo to start hot out of the box here. And now beautiful maneuver by RVD. RVD now, look at the springboard moonsault by Van Dam. Van Dam, one of the, I would have to say, you would call him an aerial assault artist. Beautiful maneuver now. Rob Van Dam trying to cut the legs off of Jay Gonzo. Jay Gonzo, I will definitely give the power game to in tonight's contest here. But the question is, can Gonzo mount a comeback here as RVD has really started this match off in firm control of Gonzo. Wait a minute, now Gonzo finally trying to get some air. A beautiful clothesline by Gonzo puts Van Dam down. And now Gonzo going to work over the whole effing show. Gonzo, of course, like I said, the stronger of the two, going to try and wrench RVD's neck here and make sure RVD can't hit that patented 5-star frog splash. Look at that beautiful reversal by Van Dam. Van Dam really just flies all over that ring. This is what he did with that moonsault. One. And a kick out by Gonzo. As I said before, RVD, man, will fly all over this ring. He will go 100 miles an hour. You need to cut him off and slow him down. Oh, wait a minute now. Van Dam going to the top rope now, pointing to the audience here. Beautiful maneuver. Flipping senton, and Van Dam now standing moonsault on the outside. Van Dam, no stranger to the world of extreme. And rolling thunder on the outside. Does Van Dam just hit Jay Gonzo? Rob Van Dam proving why he is Mr. Monday Night. As now he works over Gonzo. Now Gonzo ducks over. Beautiful shoulder tackle by Gonzo. Gonzo can hit another shoulder tackle here. He might go for Van Dam ducks. He ducks the clothesline here. Beautiful blue thunder bomb by Gonzo. Gonzo now fired up. This Raw audience loves him. Beautiful power slam by Gonzo. And now Gonzo going to the top rope. Gonzo went for a fist drop, but RVD telegraphed it. Now Van Dam to the top rope here, but Gonzo on top of him right away, tossing him off. Gonzo, of course, a big fan of Van Dam, watching him for years here, so he knows what to expect when he gets in the ring with Mr. Monday Night. And now Gonzo working over Van Dam with some kicks here. Wait a minute, beautiful attitude adjustment by Gonzo, and Gonzo going for it all here. Gonzo going for it. 1, 2, and Van Dam just kicks out. Jay Gonzo giving it all he's got right now against Rob Van Dam. And now, wait a minute. He's waiting for Van Dam to get up here. Thought he was going to go for another attitude adjustment, but Irish Whips drops out here. Beautiful leapfrog. And a beautiful back body drop on Rob Van Dam. Jay Gonzo now firmly in control. Beautiful elbow off the second rope. Jay Gonzo lands it perfectly. Now go for a cover here. 1, 2. And of course, Van Dam kicks out again. It's going to take more than an elbow drop off the second rope to beat the whole effing show. But Gonzo smartly staying on top of Van Dam here. It looks like he's going to go for another attitude adjustment. Oh, wait a minute now. Gonzo, beautiful springboard stunner on the Van Dam. And now Gonzo throwing the rule book out the window with some closed fists here to Van Dam. And Rob Van Dam now getting a breather, but Gonzo not letting him have it. Beautiful splash by Jay Gonzo, putting it all on the line here for an absolute respect. Gonzo, every week he comes out here and fights these legends, we earn more and more respect for him. He's got to at some point earn a title shot of some sort. And Gonzo now, wait a minute, Van Dam reverses it. The educated feet of Rob Van Dam now going to need him in order to get some kind of advantage on Gonzo, who's now, look at this, Gonzo firing back at Van Dam. Gonzo now punching Van Dam right in the face, showing the power. And now Gonzo back to the top rope. Here goes for a big-time fist drop. This time he nails it, goes for a cover. 1, 2, and Van Dam kicks out again. Gonzo doesn't know what he's got to do. I think Gonzo knows that he's got to lock on that attitude adjustment maybe for a second time here. Wait a minute, here he goes. Look at this. Beautiful maneuver, flips him right up into an attitude adjustment and puts him down. He put out Van Dam. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Gonzo got some respect now coming to him. He just beat Rob Van Dam. Jay Gonzo did it. Jay Gonzo, you did it. You beat the whole effing show right here on his own show. Mr. Monday Night just lost to Jay Gonzo. Wait a minute now. And look at that, Rob Van Dam going to show him the respect that he so rightfully deserves, and Gonzo shakes his hand. Gonzo going to get that respect from Rob Van Dam that he was looking for. And let me tell you something, Jay Gonzo has been earning his spot here at the LSWA as of late, even though he's had a couple of losses. This was a big-time win, and he's got to be on the radar. That being said, ladies and gents, we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. Tonight we got some tag team action for you, and it's involving the World Tag Team Champions, the Dudley Boys, as they take on Blake Tarpley and Mython the Python, the Handsome Snakes. And here come the Handsome Snakes, Mython the Python and Blake Tarpley. Heading to the ring with an opportunity of a lifetime. The Dudley Boys impressed with the Handsome Snakes as of late, as they're engaged with a long-standing feud with the Headbangers. The Dudley Boys said, you know what? We'll give you an opportunity at our tag team titles because we are fighting champions. So the Dudley Boys said, meet us at Monday Night Raw, and we'll have ourselves a tag team title competition, to contest, if you will. And the Handsome Snakes happily obliged, and here they are right now. They're awaiting the tag team champions who are about to enter this arena. As you can hear, Power Man 5000 rocking through this arena. The Dudley Boys are here. The tag team champions have entered the arena. The LSWA crowd absolutely loves the Dudley Boys. They all from Dudleyville. Devon and Bubba Ray, the most decorated tag team in the history of professional wrestling. They have won every single tag team title there is to win. WWF, WCW, ECW, TNA. Hell, the only one they haven't won, and I'm sure they don't want to win it, is the AEW tag titles. But if they had the opportunity, the Dudley Boys would probably win those belts too. But right now, the Dudleys are your reigning and defending WWF World Tag Team Champions. And they're about to take on the Handsome Snakes, Blake Tarpley and Mython the Python. And that's what it's all about right there, the WWF Tag Team titles. And ladies and gentlemen,
contest is a tag team match set for one fall, and is for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 512 pounds. The Snake and Handsome Blake.
The Handsome Snakes.
And Delicious.
The Handsome Snakes, also known as Vicious and Delicious.
And
Handsome
their
Blake Tarpley and Mython the
at a combined
Python.
weight of 603 pounds. The World Tag Team Champions, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
The Dudley Boys, your reigning and defending tag team champions, here tonight putting the tag team titles on the line. They say, hell, we're going to be here in the building anyway. We're going to fight you anyway. Why not make it a little bit more interesting? Put the tag titles on the line, because we are fighting champions after all. And the Handsome Snakes jumped at the opportunity, and here we go. Mython the Python going to start this one up with Devon. Bubba Ray strategizing with Devon right now. The bell rings, and Devon now going right head to head with the big one, the big man, Mython the Python. And now Mython, beautiful back elbow to Devon Dudley. As always, want to thank you guys for being members and joining the ranks here It's guys like Python and Blake who really are the lifeblood of the LSWA. They're members here. They joined the membership. They became immortalized on the roster. They have an opportunity of a lifetime as Devon levels Mython. But they find themselves with an opportunity of a lifetime to win the tag titles from the Dudley Boys. And in comes Bubba Ray. And now Mython the Python fighting back on Bubba. And now Mython, look at the power displayed by Mython the Python as he tags in the handsome one, Blake Tarpley. And now Blake Tarpley Irish whips Bubba Ray in the corner here. And beautiful, look at this. Not even showing any signs of intimidation of the Dudley Boys here. The Dudley Boys now calling Blake to get up to his feet. A beautiful shoulder tackle by Bubba Ray, leveling handsome Blake Tarpley, putting him down. And if you're going to have to give a power game, I would definitely give it to Bubba Ray. Wait a minute now, handsome Blake going for a small package one. And almost getting the W there, trying to score a victory, becoming the tag team champions. Live right here on Raw. Wait a minute now, beautiful reversal by Bubba Ray. Who now sandwiches Blake and drops him, going for a hammer fist, but Blake reverses it. Now Blake drops him with a flying forearm. And now Blake smartly staying on top of Bubba Ray Dudley. And beautiful splash by Blake Tarpley, going for a pin here. 1, 2, and Bubba Ray kicked out. As I said before, thank you guys so much for being a member. We'll be getting this story-based content every week along with, of course, the Wake and Bake on Wednesdays and some behind the scenes when of course, Legend Series is doing his play motion stuff. But right now, you're getting the story baseline content from the LSWA as Bubba Ray reverses Blake Tarpley and now is in control here. And he's going to wait a minute now. Blake reverses, chop blocks Bubba Ray. And Bubba Ray trying to crawl over to Devon, but handsome Blake cut him off. And now Blake's going to try to put Bubba Ray to sleep. He's got him in the sleeper hold. Trying to put Bubba Ray down. Bubba Ray down. He might be out for the count here. This might be Blake's opportunity here. An Irish whip Blake, but reversal by Bubba Ray. And now, wait a minute now, Bubba now sandwiches Blake in the corner there, walking over, going to tag in Devon for sure. Yeah, he is. Going to bring in the fresh man, Devon now in the ring. And now Devon's got Blake Tarpley up on his shoulders, snake eyes into the corner, drops Blake down. And now Blake Tarpley in big time trouble here, suplex by Devon. Devon now, look at this smart tag team wrestling by the Dudleys, but now Blake make the tag to Mython. Mython now, beautiful shoulder tackle on a Bubba Ray, going for a cover here. 1, 2. And Bubba Ray kicked out. Mython threw his whole shoulder in that. But wait a minute now, Devon getting involved, dropping Mython across the ropes there. And now Bubba Ray punching Mython right in the face. Trying to keep Mython the Python down. And now he's going to walk Mython over to the corner and put him in the corner there head first. And wait a minute now, we're going to see 3D now. Devon, beautiful 3D on the Mython the Python. That might do it right there. 1, 2, and Blake just breaks up the count. The Dudley Boys looking to get the hell out of here with a tag team victory. Hitting 3D on the Mython the Python. And now they're going to tag back in here. Oh, wait a minute. I thought they're going for 3D again, but no. Irish whip of Mython. Beautiful back body drop. Dropping Mython straight down on the canvas. As Bubba Ray now goes for a cover here. Blake might have to break this up. 1, 2. And Mython kicks out. Purely instinctive. Goes for a tag and gets in Blake Tarpley now. Blake Tarpley now trying to fire off. Look at this. Beautiful, go for a perfect reverse to a small package by Bubba Ray. 1, 2, and a reversal by Blake. 1, 2, and Devon switching over. Wait a minute, look at it, switch back over to it. Now Devon breaking it up smartly. Blake now, Blake with the back rake. And tosses Bubba into the corner. Now tags in Mython the Python. Taking Irish with Bubba Ray. Big time back body drop, giving him a taste of his own medicine. As Blake now gets out of the ring, and in comes Devon. Gets the tag from Bubba. And now look at the power being displayed by Mython. Beautiful strength by the big fella. He's going to work over Bubba some more until he gets out of the ring. And now beautiful, showing his prowess here. Dominance, attacking both Dudley Boys here. And look at this, Mython the Python working over Devon Dudley. Fantastic tag team title match right now here on Raw. We appreciate you all for joining us. Mython now looking to just make the tag to Blake. Blake clearly the fresher of the two. Mython bleeding from the head. As now Blake attacks Devon Dudley. He's trying to work Devon over right in front of Bubba Ray, but Devon now gets right out of it. And Irish whips Blake now. Firing some shots off, screams to the heavens, and now wait a minute, Blake Tarpley might be in trouble. We're seeing the proper 3D. Bubba Ray drops Blake Tarpley down with 3D. 1, 2, and Mython just breaks that up. 3D definitely should have done it, as now Bubba Ray visibly frustrated, kicking Blake Tarpley in the breadbasket. And now going to the second rope, begging Blake Tarpley to get back up to his feet. And an elbow to the face drops Blake Tarpley down. Bubba Ray now, wait a minute, punch to the face. He's going for that Bubba Bomb. Bubba Bomb on Blake Tarpley. That ought to do it right there. That might do it right there. 1, 2. Thanks for playing, boys. But the Dudley Boys get the win. Let's see some replay action here, ladies and gents. The Dudley Boys had a little bit of their work cut out for them as they took on the Handsome Snakes. Let me tell you something right now. The Handsome Snakes might have showed us in the brass that they might be in line for a rematch. You look at Blake Tarpley hitting that splash off the top rope, almost going for it all, almost getting that win. Bubba Ray just kicking out. And of course now they dump Mython with a beautiful back body drop. The tag team runs in here. Look at this 3D perfectly on the Blake Tarpley, and then Bubba Ray nails the Bubba Bomb to get the 1, 2, 3 here on Blake Tarpley, and the Dudley Boys are now headed to Backlash. Still your WWF Tag Team Champions.
Tag Team Champions.
The question is, who can take the titles off the Dudley Boys? Who can do it? We will have to find out in time, but right now the Dudley Boys are rocking out with the gold still, heading into Backlash. And I'm impressed. After all these years, the most decorated tag team here in the world today, the Dudley Boys, are still reigning supreme. But ladies and gentlemen, we got so much more action. We got to take a quick commercial break. We'll come back with more action. Gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. Artie Bucco came out here during the commercial break, talked some smack to Brandon Matthews, and Brandon Matthews answered the challenge. And now Artie Bucco absolutely disrespecting the giant Brandon Matthews. As you can see, a variable size difference between the two men here. And Artie Bucco, now look at this, coming out of the box. Beautiful power maneuver by Artie Bucco. As you know, Artie Bucco engaged in a long-standing feud with one of his oldest and dearest friends, J1's Tommy Jones. And Artie Bucco now finds himself engaged in some one-on-one warfare with Brandon Matthews, the Wonder Boy. Beautiful springboard dropkick nailed by Artie Bucco. And then a splash by Artie Bucco. Fantastic offensive one. Artie Bucco mounting quite the offensive on Brandon Matthews early in this match here. But Brandon now nails a beautiful jawbreaker onto Artie Bucco, going for a beautiful Northern Lights suplex. Artie was going to bridge that into a pin, but thought against it, I guess. And beautiful float over neck breaker. Shades of his mentor, Kurt Hennig. Of course, Brandon Matthews trained in Robbinsdale, Minnesota with one Kurt Hennig. Now Irish whip by Brandon Matthews. Now wait a minute, Artie Bucco reversing, another reversal, a beautiful neck breaker by Brandon Matthews. Brandon Matthews took a little bit of offense to what Artie Bucco was saying about some of the locker room. Came out to answer the challenge. Artie Bucco said, "Let's go right now then, young one." Called him a greenhorn, even though they've been in the business the same amount of time. Beautiful maneuver by Artie Bucco, showing his beautiful athleticism here. Working the crowd here and working Brandon Matthews. Drops him in a fantastic flapjack maneuver. Artie Bucco has proven many times that it does not matter the size of his opponent. Look at his maneuver. Splashdown powerbomb by Artie Bucco. 1, 2. And Brandon Matthews just kicks out. As I said before, Artie Bucco has proven many times he doesn't really care how big you are. He will. With beautiful frog splash by Artie Bucco. That might do it right there. 1, 2. And Brandon Matthews just gets the shoulder up, and Artie Bucco cannot believe it. Brandon Matthews smartly rolls out of the ring to get a breather. And Artie Bucco, beautiful plancha over the top rope. The tope plancha right on to Brandon Matthews. Brandon Matthews, I guess, didn't really expect Artie Bucco to have this much fight in him. And a beautiful back suplex by Artie Bucco dumps Brandon Matthews right on his head. Now Artie Bucco rolls Brandon Matthews into the ring. Like I said, Brandon Matthews, Artie Bucco got around at the same time, but Artie Bucco, beautiful elbow. Artie Bucco definitely a crafty veteran, has been around for quite some time. 1, 2, and Brandon Matthews just kicks out. Brandon Matthews served more as a manager role before signing on a contract and becoming an in-ring performer. So Artie Bucco is still calling him a greenhorn, and Brandon Matthews trying to prove that he's more than that, as Artie Bucco now stomps on Brandon Matthews' hand. And now Artie Bucco sizing up Brandon Matthews. What has he got planned here? Kick to the stomach. He's going to go for that fancy brainbuster. Yes, he is. Beautiful brainbuster by Artie Bucco, putting Brandon Matthews down. That might do it right there. Charles Robinson trying to get in position. 1, 2. And just missed a 3 count there. Artie Bucco cannot believe it, yelling at Charles Robinson, "What the hell are you doing?" Irish whips now Brandon Matthews. Beautiful, another flapjack dropping Brandon Matthews. This might do it right here. 1, 2. And Brandon Matthews kicks out again. Artie Bucco cannot believe what is happening. And Brandon Matthews plays a little bit of possum, kicks him. And wait a minute, now Brandon Matthews might be going for that maneuver that he calls Eat the Curb. And Bill slams Artie Bucco with Eat the Curb. He's now going to position Artie Bucco, go for that pin, and here he goes. That might do it. He slammed Artie's face off the canvas. 1, 2, and Artie Bucco kicks out now, and Brandon Matthews a little frustrated. Beautiful, going for discus elbow, but now Artie Bucco telegraphs it. But wait a minute now, Brandon telegraphs. Oh, look at this. These two men know each other so well. As Brandon Matthews did manage Artie Bucco back in the day. Artie Bucco now, look at this. What does he got planned here? Look at Brandon Matthews quickly reverses it. Float over. Beautiful DDT by Brandon Matthews. Drops Artie Bucco. Going for what looks like a crossface on Artie Bucco. Will Artie Bucco tap here? The ref now checking on Artie Bucco, but Artie Bucco now reversing it, breaking the hold now, and punches Brandon Matthews right in the chest. And Artie, nice clothesline by the Bookster. Drops Brandon Matthews. Now he's trying to stomp Brandon out in the corner, but Brandon now reverses and slams Artie right on his face. And a knee to the face. Brandon Matthews might have Artie Bucco right where he wants him, puts him down. He's going to go for that eat the curb. He's going to make Artie Bucco bite that curb for a second time here. He's going to make him, and there he goes. Artie Bucco might be down for the count here. Artie Bucco is out completely here. 1, 2, and Brandon Matthews just earned a bit of respect from Artie Bucco right there, whether he likes it or not. Brandon Matthews picks up the W. Look at some of this action here. Artie Bucco coming out of the box. A beautiful springboard dropkick, a springboard Harana. Flipping right to his feet in a damn frog splash. Artie Bucco hit him with all the offense that he could. Well, Brandon Matthews proving why he is now an in-ring competitor. Fantastic maneuvers here, with this one being the key. His bite the curb finisher here, putting down Artie Bucco for the count. Artie Bucco might be preoccupied with J1.
Here's your winner,
Wonder Boy, Brandon gets the victory here on Monday Night Raw. Brandon Matthews, definitely another young man that will be in line for shots at the championship. You can bet your ass that is for sure going to be happening in the near future. I like to see this young commentator right here. Would love to see Neekotronus lock horns with Brandon Matthews. I would love to see what kind of match that would wind up being. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have plenty of action coming up. Right now, coming up next, the debut of Origen, the charismatic enigma, going to grace us with her presence as she takes on B-Fab. Bourbon McJack makes his debut as well as he takes on Brooks Jensen. All this and much more coming up next on Monday Night Raw.
Don't forget to head on over to Instagram and give us a follow at False Finish Productions. There you can stay up to date on all current and upcoming shows, also taking a funny limerick or two. And meanwhile, if you're old like me, head on over to Facebook and give us a follow at False Finish Productions. That's False Finish Productions on all your social media channels.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. As you can hear, B-Fab about to make her entrance to the ring. She'll be taking on Origen in a debut on Monday Night Raw. Origen, no one really knows much about Origen. All we are told
making her way to the ring
is that she landed here from another planet. That planet apparently is the greatest utopian society we have ever seen. So no one really knows why she would land on Earth if she has a utopian society at her disposal. Thank you so much, producer, telling me right there in the back. Her Origen has come to Earth to try to turn Earth into another utopia. The question is, can she do that? And will she do it at the expense of one B-Fab? I am excited to see the debut of Origen, and I hope you are too, ladies and gentlemen. These are the kinds of characters you can expect on the LSWA roster. And about to make her long-awaited debut, ladies and gentlemen, here she comes, the charismatic enigma, Origen.
And her opponent from the Garden of Eden, the Blueprint.
And there she is, Origen, making her debut, making her way to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the charismatic Enigma coming from the Garden of Eden. That's where she's built from, as she is here to rebuild Earth in a utopian society. She's going to start here tonight by making a name for herself at B-Fab's expense. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining the members only. You can only enjoy this storyline-based content if you are a member. And you can see fantastic debuts like Origen. Right now, Origen takes a shoulder tackle and right down, gets knocked down by B-Fab. B-Fab has no idea what to make heads or tails of Origen. Origen in her complete mirrored gear, very shiny and reflective. Oh, wait a minute now, B-Fab reverses, dumps Origen over. Now, wait a minute now, Origen will grab B-Fab in a fantastic Russian leg sweep. As you can see, Origen very tall. He seems to be measured at over 6 feet. Beautiful splash by Origen. Puts down B-Fab. B-Fab, I don't think, is going to have much of an answer here for Origen. She is much larger. And now, wait a minute now, sizing up B-Fab is Origen. Kick to the stomach here, but wait a minute, B-Fab smacks her, kicks her to the stomach herself, and firing back some shots here. Float over suplex. Just trying to mount some kind of offensive on Origen here, kicking Origen right in the head. Origen might be in a bad way here in her debut. Drops an elbow right on her. B-Fab now trying to stay on top of Origen. Origen, though, like I said, might be in some serious trouble here. B-Fab works over her arm and back. And wait a minute now, B-Fab sizing her up here. What she got planned? The Irish whip. Off the ropes goes Origen now. Drops hold. Drops Origen down here. Going for a cover here. One. Origen kicks out at one. B-Fab might have thought that Origen banged her face off the canvas hard enough to disorient her. Wait a minute now. Going for an elbow drop, but didn't get all of it, it seems. Origen now kicks B-Fab off. Origen definitely the stronger of the two, displaying some serious power there in a single leg DDT maneuver. Now, wait a minute. Origen now looks like she's setting up for something here. Rolls her up in a pin here. 1, 2. B-Fab kicks out again. And drops Origen with a back elbow. Now a chop to the chest there. Ducks under the line off the ropes and a beautiful clothesline. And wait a minute now. Tries to stay on top of Origen, quickly reverses Origen. Just a beautiful back elbow by Origen, leveling B-Fab. One shot, one kill, 1, 2. Good night, Irene. Origen, fantastic debut, leveling B-Fab with a fantastic back elbow. I bet you B-Fab definitely spitting out some teeth there. And look at this, B-Fab trying to mount one hell of an offensive on Origen, but it wasn't enough as Origen just hits her with that back elbow, leveling her. Well, one shot, one kill, Origen calls it. And now Origen,
Here is your winner.
your winner, successful in her debut is Origen. We are definitely excited to see more from this young lady in the months to come. I mean, who will Origen be taking on? Kitsune, Sugarfoot, Estelle, Stacy Hatch there. The list goes on and on. Rowdy Riles. There's so many. She just made her debut here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And what a debut it was. We still got Bourbon McJack to come next. But right now I'm receiving word that Tone Bone has got some words for his opponents tonight, as well as his tag team partner, Shawn Michaels. That being said, let's head over to Tone Bone as he breaks down the main event, or the pre-main event, of tonight's Monday Night Raw.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, you have been a thorn in my side now for weeks. Don't worry. In time, I will put you down the proper way. But right now, we find ourselves in a tag team match. Bret Hart, with all due respect, You may be the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. But it's hard to be the best when you got two broken legs. Now, as for you, Shawn Michaels, I know we don't have any love lost. I'm not your biggest fan, and Lord knows you ain't mine. We work together, we get this done. And then you focus on your match at Backlash, and I will focus on vanquishing the WWE of this pathetic Texas rattlesnake. Focus, boy toy, because we got a job to do tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. And here comes Brooks Jensen. He unfortunately drew the short straw. And now fighting a debuting Bourbon McJack. We've heard a lot about this Bourbon McJack. He is here at the LSWA making his debut tonight on Monday Night Raw.
243 pounds, Brooks Jensen.
Brooks Jensen in the best shape of his life. Coming here figures if he can get a score, if he can score a pinfall over a debuting Bourbon McJack, maybe that can leverage him in maybe earning a permanent spot here at the LSWA. The question is, can he get the job done against Bourbon McJack? Bourbon McJack, recently the graduate of the Broken Skull Ranch training facility, training with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And here we go. Even going to use Stone Cold's music video. Stone Cold and Bourbon McJack developed quite the friendship while they were training. Bourbon McJack, that scowl on his face. He ain't happy unless he's pounding down a fifth of Jack Daniels. He's here right now to make his debut. He's going to be fighting Brooks Jensen live here on Raw. Thank you so much for all you guys for joining us here on the membership. I appreciate you so much more than you know. Thank you so much for watching, commenting, and giving the thumbs up. We know wrestling's not for everybody, and the fact that you're willing to watch this and put up with this kind of ridiculousness just goes to show us how much you actually care. So thank you guys so much for being a member. Bourbon McJack making his debut here on Monday Night Raw. Going to be on the WWF brand. We have plenty more debuts to come. Just like this Friday on SmackDown, Big Talib will make his debut as well as Rowdy Riles. Now Bourbon McJack goes one-on-one with Brooks Jensen in his debut. The bell rings here. Here we go. Brooks Jensen now big-time super kick. Puts down Bourbon real quick. And Bourbon now gets dropped with a big boot. Bourbon might have a little bit of jitters. He might be nervous as Jensen now going to work over Bourbon. Said he earned the name Bourbon McJack. And he outdrank a few people at a bar down in New Orleans, so they started referring to him as Bourbon McJack. He liked the name so much he kept a beautiful Faymaster by Brooks Jensen. And now Brooks Jensen attacking Bourbon McJack, and beautiful maneuver by Brooks Jensen, just jagging up Bourbon and punching him right in the face. That ought to sober him up a bit. And now Brooks is calling for Bourbon to get to his feet. McJack, beautiful clothesline. Brooks Jensen in firm control here. I'm firmly impressed with Jensen right now. And Irish whips Bourbon right off the ropes. Now collides. Bourbon definitely has the harder head. Jensen now smartly staying on top of Bourbon McJack. Oh, wait a minute now. Look like he was going for a cover, but Bourbon now reverses it. Punching him. Do not want to get into a fist fight with Bourbon McJack. That is an absolute fact. Bourbon definitely one of the best pure strikers that has entered the LSWA as he now attacks Brooks Jensen. Irish whip off the ropes and tosses Jensen out. That is definitely alcoholic strength right there. Jensen now thinking about maybe re-entering the ring. He doesn't know if he wants to as Bourbon McJack off the ropes with a double axe handle. Jensen jaw-jacking with the crowd. Didn't see the excitement that Bourbon had as he went to the top rope and came flying off of that double axe handle. Now Bourbon working over those legs of Jensen. Bourbon, an absolute brawler, bar fighter. He doesn't care. Right now he's just trying to tear that foot of Jensen completely off as the ref makes the count. Bourbon McJack now looks like he's, wait a minute now, Jensen trying to get away from Bourbon. Maybe that alcohol breath really gonna work over Jensen here. Wait a minute now, Jensen looks like he's going for a neutralizer. Gonna hit that neutralizer on the outside. Might have neutralized Bourbon McJack right there. Tosses Bourbon McJack. Gonna get in the ring here. Can Bourbon meet the count? I tell you, wait a minute, Jensen might have just broken the count. Bourbon up to his feet now to count of 8. And now Bourbon McJack just getting in the ring and running right at Jensen. Now he's got Jensen. Wait a minute now. Jensen now breaking out of it. Bourbon out a couple of kicks here. And now wait a minute. Stunner by Bourbon McJack. Bourbon McJack just stunned Brooks Jensen. Bourbon McJack just stunned Brooks Jensen. Brooks Jensen on Dream Street right now. He's on Dream Street. 1, 2, and Jensen just kicks out. Purely instinctive, as you can tell. His eyes are completely glazed over. Is Jensen. Bourbon now. Luthez press. Bourbon gonna pound the shots as he calls it. Putting down Jensen right there with the shots pounding. 1, 2, 3. Bourbon McJack gets the W with the stunner in the shots. Let's see some of these replays. Jensen really stayed on top of Bourbon McJack, trying to work him over with fantastic offensive moves here. But Bourbon using that brawling style with those shots. And of course, he goes on the double shots. And then, of course, the stunner dropping Jensen. Going for the cover. Your winner in a fantastic debut, Bourbon McJack. And I am very excited to see what the future brings for one Bourbon McJack. This young man is ready to take on all comers here at the LSWA. And I'm telling you right now, if you're in for some brawl fights, some bar fights, you come to the right place, because Bourbon McJack will supply just that, as he is now unleashed on the LSWA. And this young commentator could not be happier to welcome Bourbon McJack, as he will now be immortalized at the LSWA. Bourbon McJack, of course, long-standing friends with one Tony, or Tone Bone. And we appreciate you guys for joining us here at the LSWA. Thank you so much for being a member. Please let everybody know about the LSWA. You can catch all of these episodes right here on the members only, and the live streams, of course, every Saturday for the public, 6:05 Eastern, Saturday Evening Slam. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw, and there we go! Bret the Hitman Hart, your WWF champion, on his way to the ring. As always, thank you so much, Innis, for supplying us with the Legends theme songs like Bret the Hitman Hart. Finally, the excellent execution can finally have his proper theme song, courtesy of one Innis. And if you haven't, please head on over and subscribe. There you'll get some fantastic music just like the one you're hearing right now under my annoying voice. This LSWA audience absolutely loves the Hitman. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. The excellence of execution. Bret the Hitman Hart is here, and he's awaiting his tag team partner, the Texas Rattlesnake. Here he comes, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's going to enter the LSWA arena. And of course, I got to be quite honest with you, I dig this song over his actual theme song. And that might be biased because I made it, but I don't give a shit.
At 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin has been an absolute thorn in Tone Bone's side as of late. Tone Bone cannot stand this man, as he wants to get him out of the WWE once and for all. Tone Bone has made it very clear that he wants to claim the mountaintop, and he wants to be the captain of the ship of WWF. As of course, we are engaged in a war against WCW Nitro. But right now, standing in front of Tone Bone is Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret the Hitman Hart. And hell, if you really want to call a spade, even his tag team partner, Shawn Michaels, is in his way. But here we go. Speak of the literal devil, and he shall appear. Here comes Tone Bone in all red.
New York,
a true devil.
In at 210 pounds.
Tone Bone on his way to the ring. The familiar strings of Queen playing. Give me the prize. Tone Bone wants that prize. He wants to be the WWF champion by any means necessary. We all know right now how everybody talks about how worried they are of Kitsune being consumed by the black darkness of Tone Bone's greedy heart, being that he wants to be the king of the mountain. But some say Kitsune is his only key to humanity. Kind of like Superman and Lois Lane. But we don't know. All we know that Tone Bone has one goal here, and that is to become the WWF champion. But at what cost? We all know right now that he's using Don Kervin as an insurance policy to ensure that he locks down said championship. But right now he's got a tall order ahead of him and four absolute legends. The three of these guys could literally be on anybody's Mount Rushmore. And of course, this is another song made by Laid Back Faye,
San Antonio, Texas,
our resident AI DJ.
27 pounds.
This is of course better than any other Shawn Michaels song that comes out. You tell me right now, if Shawn Michaels went to WCW, that this wouldn't be his theme song. You tell me and I will introduce you to an absolute liar. Okay? This would have, Jimmy Hart would have wrote this song in a fucking heartbeat. I don't give a shit what anybody says. But Shawn Michaels here in the ring. Gonna team up with Tone Bone against Bret the Hitman Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Obviously your main event and your co-main event of Backlash here. You're getting a piece of it. Shawn Michaels now placating to this LSWA WWF audience. This is your co-main event for Monday Night Raw. We appreciate you all for being here. Thank you so much. You have no idea what this means to us, that you are a member and you actually sit here and watch this stuff. Thank you. For real. And here we go. The bell rings. Tone Bone, now Mongolian Chop goes right after the Hitman, trying to prove to the champion that he is definitely worthy. And drops Bret Hart with a beautiful back suplex, immediately going for a count cover here. One. And Bret the Hitman Hart kicks out. Tone Bone now jabs Bret Hart to the face. Now going to try to take down Bret, but beautiful reversal by the Hitman, going for a small package here. Shawn Michaels watching. And Tone Bone kicks out immediately. Tone Bone might be the freshest he's ever looked, wearing his yellow shirt, red shorts, and brand new white Uptowns. as he now tags in the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Shawn now springboard, beautiful crossbody onto the Hitman, puts down Bret Hart. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, definitely wants to be the WWF champion. Tombone has literally said to Shawn Michaels, he doesn't care if you become the champion or not. He is still coming after you. It doesn't matter who the champion is. And now Shawn and Bret on the outside here. You want to talk about hatred? Shawn and Bret have hated each other for over 2 decades now. And now Shawn Irish whips Bret into the corner there. And now Shawn talking a little smack to Tombo, now tagging Tombo back in the ring. Tombo now yelling over at Shawn, telling him this is how it's done. But wait a minute now, Hitman reverses it, beautiful Manhattan drop by the Hitman. Now the Hitman drives Tombo right into the corner there. The Hitman now waiting, Tombo blocks it. Tombo definitely beautiful flying forearm by Tombo, and beautiful springboard senton bomb by Tombo. He calls that the Bud drop. He goes ropes and beautiful leg drop by Tombo. Tombo now dropping A-Bone right on top of the head of Hitman. And now going to work over Bret the Hitman Hart's knee. Going back over to Shawn Michaels saying, go ahead now. I softened him up for you. He's all yours. And now the Heartbreak Kid telling Bret the Hitman Hart to get back up. Might be going for that planche over the rope crossbody, and that's exactly what he's going for. He puts down Bret the Hitman Hart. Hitman definitely in a bad way here, as he is definitely getting most of the beating here from Shawn Michaels and Tombo. Wait a minute now, Shawn Michaels and Tombo now going to exercise some tag team maneuvers here. Look at this now, beautiful maneuver by Tombo and Shawn Michaels as they work over the Hitman some more. Tombo now going for a cover here in the WWF Champion. Whoa! And Bret the Hitman Hart immediately kicks out after 1. And now Tombo going to the top rope here. He might be going for that beautiful elbow drop, shades of his mentor, Macho Man Randy Savage. And Stone Cold Steve Austin breaks that up and yells at Tombo as he gives him the finger. And now Tombo back to the top rope here. And now, wait a minute, Tombo going for it. All shades of the Macho Man Randy Savage. Goes for another cover. 1, 2. And Bret the Hitman Hart just kicks out. Tombo visibly angry with the ref there. Yelling some obscenities that I cannot repeat. Beautiful enziguri by the Hitman. The Hitman needs to take this time to tag in Stone Cold Steve Austin. Bret the Hitman Hart now firing off some shots, and a beautiful bulldog by Bret the Hitman Hart on a Tombo. And smartly now tags in the Texas Rattlesnake. Tombo trying to shake off the cobwebs. And Austin now with a firmly controlled Irish whips Tombo. Drop down. Beautiful back body drop by Steve Austin. Now going to work over Tombo here. Tombo now tags in Shawn Michaels, and Stone Cold now yelling with the ref. Stone Cold now gets cross-bodied by Shawn Michaels for his troubles. Heartbreak Kid now screaming to Tombo to get back into the corner. Tombo now and Shawn Michaels more so yelling at each other than actually working together here. And now Shawn giving a couple jabs to Stone Cold here. You definitely don't want to get into a striking match with Stone Cold. Now Stone Cold tossing Shawn over. And now Stone Cold, like I said before, you definitely don't want to get into a striking match with Stone Cold. Definitely will knock you out with one punch. And Shawn Michaels, beautiful flying forearm nip up by the Heartbreak Kid. 1, and Bret Hart breaks it up, yells at Stone Cold, come on, Steve, let's do this. What's going on? Shawn Michaels, a man possessed tonight. And now Shawn Manhattan drop, beautiful maneuver. Now Shawn Michaels with a Thez press of his own, going to fire some shots off. That's Steve Austin now going to tag Tombo in so Tombo can get his licks in, but Stone Cold tags in the Hitman. And now Tombo going right after the WWF champion. Tombo now fires Hitman off into the corner. They're not going to work over Bret Hart's hand and arm. The Hitman can't give you the sharpshooter if he can't use his hand. Now Tombo now kicking Hitman into the corner, stomping a mud hole in his ass and going to work.
We have the greats like Rowdy Roddy Piper and Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Well, now you've got Rowdy Riles in the Legends Series Wrestling League. So you better look out, because when Rowdy Riles gets in the ring, things get a little bit rowdy. So, if you're ready for it, bring it on. If not, step aside, because I am coming for the belt. And if you're my friend, if you're my foe, it doesn't matter. Don't get in my way. I will get a little ruckus, and I will get you down for that 1, 2, 3, and I will be on my way to the #1 contender spot. We can still be friends. Don't take it personal when I pin you. Bye.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Click from Vega Baja, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 260 pounds, the Butcher of Diego! And his opponent from the Bronx, New York, weighing in at 235 pounds, 2.